Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Jace. Today we are going to talk about Ethereum versus Bitcoin, ETH BTC. We're going to look at it on the macro scale on the weekly chart, and we're going to look at some past moves and maybe look at some future moves, some levels to watch for. So if you like what you see today, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and also Patreon. Patreon, we have a private chat. You also get exclusive videos on there and also exclusive charts, and I'm actually active in our daily Telegram chat on there for people that want to learn a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start. This is ETH BTC going back to 2017, 2018, kind of when it's had its final big push after, but right before entering our previous bear market. So let's look at what it's done. This is our 21-week moving average. So anytime, historically speaking, for the past 3 to 4 years, Ethereum has closed a weekly candle above our 21-week, we have historically done quite well. All the circles are showing those moves. So let's look at some measured moves and see what kind of moves we actually made after crossing. So starting way back here from our bottom to top, it was actually our biggest move at the end of the last bull market, over 100% after we crossed that 21-week. Let's look at our next one. This one was about 20%. Okay. Now we get to more modern moves, all starting back in January 2020. Let's look at what we have here. There's our breakout, and now we're at 40% almost, roughly, from bottom, or after we broke that line to the top. See the peak here? Okay. So we're just going from when we break the line to the very peak. So that's about 20%. Again, we had a previous 20%. That was a 40. Let's see what else we got here. And there's will be a reason for this in a minute. So stay patient. There's about 80%. Okay. 50%. And now look what we've done again. This is a nice bullish candle we just closed yesterday. Heck of a move to start out with. We would expect, based on history, this to continue at least for another week. We've played under here for a little bit of time now, so I would expect, especially with the size of this candle, this move to continue against Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is falling. I'll do another video on that later this week, maybe tomorrow even, and we will look at that into further detail. But as far as this move, these are the current moves that I think we could be making. So if we go just to this first bar here, that'd be a 20%. Remember we had that? So a 0.04 valuation, if you see on the right there, right in this area. If we were to go to there today, or when Bitcoin is at roughly $60,000, the valuation for Ethereum here would be roughly $2,400 USD. If we were to go up to the 0.45, that would be about a 35% move right here. That would be a $2,700 Ethereum. And our next move up, roughly 50% move. I believe one of our moves was around 50%. A 0.05 valuation against Bitcoin puts it right at $3,000. You can see where Ethereum has been before in comparison to Bitcoin. So this is a $3,000 Ethereum just at this level. And I have this drawn over here because this is kind of our first bigger interaction with support and resistance. You can see it held support here, support here. We had some interaction as resistance here, resistance again, and then more liftoff. So this would be one of the bigger ones if we were to continue up. And again, like I said, this is a $3,000 Ethereum at this line. This would be a roughly $3,200 Ethereum. This is all assuming that Bitcoin is roughly $60,000. So keep that in mind. If Bitcoin's prices is higher, these prices would be higher. And conversely, if Bitcoin prices are less than 60,000, Ethereum's prices would be less than 60,000 at these levels. So as we continue up, you can see that's a 60% move up from our breakout line. This is a 60%. And I would say that's close to about the average of all of these moves together. You can see these were, remember, these were about 20%. This was a 50%. This is 40%. It was 100%, and then another 20% there. So this is what we're going to watch for. Our final level up here at 0.07 is another big level to watch. You can see we had a lot of support back here before dropping. Then we also had some support back here before dropping a little bit more. Then a couple weeks, about a month of support again before dropping again. So if we break all of these levels, this will be our first bigger resistance rather, because this is on a weekly scale. Anytime you can zoom out this much and have trend lines, are going to be much more strong than, say, a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart or something like that. So bigger the time scale, more touch points on a trend line, the stronger it gets. 0.07 valuation up in here. Now we're approaching big money. This is over $4,000 Ethereum, assuming Bitcoin is still around 60,000. Bitcoin's obviously, like we said, Bitcoin's higher than that. This would be a much higher price for Ethereum, depending on what Bitcoin's price is. And how you can get the valuation for Ethereum at these levels, wherever we're at, just take your Bitcoin price and you multiply it by these numbers over here. Take your calculator. Don't try to do that in your head, unless you're Ben Cowan or something like that. What we want to look for in the coming days and weeks is a continuation up. As you can see, we've never really just popped above it and then popped right back below it, except for our one little fake out here, right? So that would be the one anomaly. But other than that, look at all these. Anytime we closed the weekly candle above, we continued for several more weeks. There's 3 weeks, couple months, almost 2 months right here above it. So that's what we expect for Ethereum against Bitcoin for the rest of this week and maybe the next coming weeks. Hopefully we just keep printing candles like these. And these are your levels to watch. Now you know. Knowing is half the battle. Thanks so much for watching this far if you have. If I bored you to death, you should have been around for Atari. Thanks so much, guys. My name's Chase. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great one.